have the availability for gas and oil. And so we started our venture to look for somebody that was a good, reputable person that would bring safety, cared about environment issues, and would help us produce the money that we need to without having to go ask our constituents for more money.
When I was approached that they wanted to drill a gas well on my property, I didn't know what to say and I wasn't sure.
I did a lot of research. I had a lot of help. I had some friends come in and sit down and consult with me to make sure that I wasn't jumping into something that wasn't going to be beneficial for our home and our family.
Wells being drilled in neighboring townships that was good producers.
We have had no problem whatsoever with the developer and the producer, oil and gas producer.
They said, well, why don't we sit down and talk about it? And I wrote a bunch of questions. And after that night, it was a no-brainer. I mean, they reassured me that everything would be fine. And they came on so honest and so professional that I decided that I would go for it.
In today's economy, with the dependency on oil, foreign oil, it was nice to know that we do have this opportunity and to educate them on the abilities that we do have here with the land that's available to us, and having a nice producer that'll come in and share with us the opportunities that are available and the amount of money that can be produced from these wells.
And we agreed on what would be done, and I've lived up to my end of the bargain, and he's lived up to his, and it's worked out beautiful.
They were wonderful people to deal with. I mean, they did everything they said they was going to do, and they put everything back the way it was, or maybe better than it was.
The experience of the actual drilling of the well was amazing. The men were hardworking. I wanted to make sure that they didn't lose interest, and wanted to make sure that I kept them well fed, so supplied them with meatball sandwiches and a few dinners while they were here. But they were nothing but courteous, and any questions I had, they were very forthcoming with any information. They didn't find me a pest or a burden at all.
I know a lot of landowners will question the safety of having an installation like this, but in my opinion, there has been no aspect of it that would put anyone in any danger at all.
This here is probably 20-foot square piece of ground, because you could pasture it if you fenced it off. You could pasture right beside it, because cattle wouldn't have no problem eating this grass.
I am amazed at the little impact that it has on the environment, the small amount of space that was needed in order to produce this gas well. Our gas well is in very close proximity to our home, and the bottom line is there is no amount of money out there that could entice me to do anything that would jeopardize my life, my family's life. And no, I have no safety issues, no qualms about the safety of this well. I believe that it is 100% safe.
The safety issue was probably the number one problem that I had to convince all the neighbors, but they were totally reassured how this was going to be. They were going to use the state-of-the-art rig, and sure enough, this rig was unbelievable. And the way they did it, it was very, very professional, and there was not a safety problem at all.
Direct benefits that we're going to get from this well are to help pay for a new municipal center. It's approximately a year and a half old, and we're hoping that this offsets that, along with free gas and the opportunity to take at least a third of that cost away, so that I can use the money to maybe add another police officer, or supplement seniors programs, or supplement something for the children in the village, opportunities like that.
It's a chance to help out on the national energy crisis, but it's also a chance for my wife and I. As we've gotten older, our medical bills have increased, and it gives us some extra income to offset some of these costs, as well as grandchildren in college.
My husband has passed away, and my younger daughter has developmental delays and disabilities, which causes her to be ill often, so it's almost impossible for me to hold down a full-time job. The gas well and the royalties and the free gas have allowed me the benefit to stay home and not have to worry about where our income is going to be coming from.
Because of the energy crisis that we have in this country, it's just a nice feeling that we can produce gas wells and oil wells in Ohio.
The more we can produce, the less we got to buy.
what we do in Ohio stays in Ohio and benefits Ohio.
Anything we can do as Americans to keep from sending our dollars to the Middle East to support terrorism and keep the dollars at home is great for America.